Welcome back, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I hope by the time you come across your read, you're having a blessed, productive day here. So this is going to be your next 72 hours collective spread here. And do remember to take what you feel resonate. Don't forget to look at your other placements to get more messages alongside my platforms. If anything you need to know as far as contacting me, feel free to look in the community tab for that information. So we're going to see what's in store here. And at the end of the read here, guys, I'm going to pull out something connected to your love life here. So, you know, if you want to claim it, stick around for that, but I make sure I put it at the very end here, okay? So let's get started. The first energy we're picking out is your energy for the next 72 hours, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so we have Eight of Pentacles for you guys, okay? And let's see what's releasing out of your energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Vibration Spirit, what is releasing out of air signs energy in the next 72. Ooh, Four of Pentacles. Got a lot of things focusing around Pentacles here, so it does seem like finances, you know, your finances, even your health could be significant in the next 72. And the overall theme here. Okay, we have Page of Cups and Six of Wands here, so that's actually really good here. And let's see what blessings are coming in the next 72 for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. We have you have the Tower card. You have Wheel of Fortune, and you even have the Seven of Swords. There's a lot taking place in the next 72 here, guys, air elements. So let's start with the Eight of Pentacles here as being your energy. So, you know, it's interesting how I started your reading and I said, I hope you guys are having a productive day. I didn't say that in the other video, but I felt guided to say productive day. And I feel like that's what it's going to be in the next 72 hours. You're going to be really focused here. You know, focus on your money, focus on your health, focus on your business, your errands. If you have any important business that you need to attend to, in the next 72 hours, I feel like you're making it happen here. You know, maybe it's some things that you could have been putting off, but you're like, no, I can't put this off. I need to take care of it and I need to do it now. This could be anything related to going to the doctors. This can be anything related to taking care of paperwork. It could be anything related to contracts, anything, you know, anything. I feel like you're going to get it done, okay? I do feel you are staying very consistent, staying very persistent, staying very focused here at the task at hand here. If any of you Libra, Gemini, Aquarius are in school, you know, you could be very focused, you know, very studious here. Or it just even could be work related, you know, maybe you're taking on some extra hours here in the next 72 hours here and you're just really being focused at your work. I just really feel you're being focused at your task here and you have been working on limiting distractions around you. Whether it's like even having to set boundaries with family, like, hey, during these hours, I don't want to be bothered unless it's extremely an emergency here. I have to take care of my business here, you know, or pulling back from social media. You know, I just really feel you're being focused. And do know when it gets to the Eight of Pentacles, this is an abundance here. So this is showing that your hard work and your consistency, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, that you've been doing, it is going to pay off here, okay? And you can tell because Four of Pentacles reversed is your energy for what's released in the next 72 hours. So I feel like what could be released in the next 72 hours is kind of like maybe if there has been some kind of energy with money. I feel like funds could be released in the next 72 hours here. So if there has been kind of like something going on with your funds related to maybe a check you're supposed to be receiving and it was supposed to come by a certain date, or it could be anything with your job here. Again, I feel like that's connected to this Eight of Pentacles, which you handle in business here. And it's like your funds is released here. I feel like something's released. And I feel like this was something that's been happening for a while, not something that just recently happened. I feel like something that was going on for a while and it gets released to you, okay? Or it just even could be the energy of you like not having enough. You know, maybe you guys been really, you know, really just stuck and living paycheck to paycheck, or just really like behind on bills or anything of that sort here. You won't have that stuck energy anymore. You will be able to have the resources and then some. I also feel too that a good amount of you have been making a lot of good financial choices with your money. I feel like you guys are pulling back and not doing over excessive spending, okay? Because we're talking about spending habits, so you're starting to put your money and invest it where it needs to be, because Four of Pentacles can also be not to be too selfish or hold on too much. So I feel like some of you are taking whatever you work hard on and you could be putting that, investing it into yourself here, maybe taking care of yourself, buying yourself things, or it could be investing it into your home, your future home, or investing it with your credit here. But I feel like you're making good solid choices here, but that energy of like stuck, stagnant, or struggling here seems to be coming to an end. And it kind of makes sense here because the overall energy that you guys have is the Page of Cups, and you have the Six of Wands energy here. I have my window open, by the way, so I'm just looking like though somebody was close by my window. So yeah, your overall energy is the Page of Cups and the Six of Wands here, which is beautiful. Okay, so this is showing some type of good news is making its way towards you in the next 72 hours. This is going to be connected to what your energy is as the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever that you've been working hard on here, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and it might be stressful, it might be annoying, it might, it's a lot, but it's going to pay off. Okay, it's going to be something that's going to excite you. You're going to be happy, and it's some type of celebration. I feel you are going to be celebrating in the next 72 hours here. It's like victory. It's like you're accomplishing something you're going to make happen here. Something is going to fall in your lap and in your favor, especially if some of you've been dealing with something legally or dealing with something about money or something owed to you. You will most likely be receiving it. Now remember, we're still in Gemini season, so I feel like for some Gemini suns, it even could be like some of you are getting invited somewhere, maybe somebody's celebrating your life here in some type of way. But there is some type of exciting good news. I feel like you guys been a little stressed out here, a little burnt out here, a little exhausted here, but that is getting ready to come to an end, especially with what's blessings coming in. You have the Tower and the Seven of Swords here. Okay, so you have the Tower and the Seven of Swords, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a very exciting card here because this speaks of unexpected changes for the better. This speaks of your life changing for the better. I feel like this change has something to do about what's been going on in your life here. Maybe for some of you Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, something could have like just erupted and happened in your life here. It could have something to do behind someone sneaky. Maybe someone did something wrong to you. Maybe someone stole something from you. Maybe someone tried to find a way to destroy your character, reputation. This could be anything with work related here. I do feel like there has been some evil energy in here with this Tower and the Seven of Swords. Someone is trying to do something devious, but let me tell you something. Tower usually speaks of unexpected, but it's a blessing. So just know that you're divinely guided and protected, and whatever someone thought they were going to try to get away with or thought they was going to try to do, it's just only going to make your life 10 times better. You're going to be sitting on top of the world here. So I feel like it's kind of like giving that energy here, guys, that you're like bouncing back 10 for the year, period. Okay, so there's some good things taking place for you guys in the next 72. I do feel like exposure and truths and things could be coming out as well. Okay, anything else for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Next 72 hours here, and look, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Magician here, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. I'm telling you, there is going to be good things manifesting around your career, your health here, and your stability here. You are the Magician here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. You are the manifester. So I always like to encourage and remind you, even if your life is not exactly where you want it to be, you're allowed to feel that anger behind that. You're allowed to feel that sadness, but don't let that energy take control of you. Immediately control the energy and start speaking that positivity into your life here, okay? But a prayer is being answered here in the next 72, and it could be tapped into, it could be tapped into your finances here, okay? Yeah, because look, we have door to spirit here. So this is showing that the divine is definitely going to make something happen. Something that could be catastrophic in a big tower moment in your life is opening the door for a divine blessing, okay? Like, we go through a lot in our life here, and we don't realize in between that, it's usually a blessing in between that. I know it's crazy to hear, but I feel like it has something to do about you being stuck with something, okay? Look how the numbers is like symbolic here, 23, 32 reversed here. So I do feel like if you have been in kind of like a stuck energy, feeling stuck, feeling unsure here, that is changing. But make sure, guys, okay, that you be gentle on yourself here, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, because I feel like sometimes you be too hard on yourself because where you're at right now, what you don't have, you could be blaming yourself about something here, but the divine doesn't want you to blame yourself. They want you to just be proud of yourself. Give yourself your flowers here, and really be proud of how far that you have came here, guys, okay? So let's do love here, and we'll see if anything's touching base with love here in the next 72. If you are interested, we have separation here, and we have coffee cup. So there's two different energies here for some of you. I feel like some of you have decided to separate your energy from someone. It was too messy. It was dry energy, maybe no contact here, and you decided to step in your power and say, listen, I have to separate my energy from this person here, okay? This can be someone from your past, someone you were married to, or maybe someone you have a child with. Some of you that are married, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I feel like you are separated, and you're probably thinking about just doing this whole divorce thing, or maybe you're thinking about separating your energy. Also, this can mean that someone you have separated from could be missing you and could be thinking about you guys, and they could be trying to reach out and contact you, to see how you're doing or see if they can get back up in your energy. I always say use discernment on stuff like that. Now, for others with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius that are single, next 72 hours, you could be meeting someone. Okay, someone could be wanting to take you out for coffee. Someone could be wanting to get to know you, build a friendship with you. So, this could be someone connecting towards you to social media, or who knows, maybe you might be out and about and you might run into a good energy here. I feel good energy behind this, and they want to exchange numbers. And the first thing they want to do is say, hey, I know a good place we can get coffee, or I know a good place where we can have brunch, a nice setting, not the, I feel like they're coming at it very mature and building. And if you feel that energy to go out, Gemini and Aquarius, do it. You'll be very surprised of how this can turn out for you if you are open to this, okay? All right, guys, I hope that summer all of these messages resonated for your highest good here. And I do appreciate your support on the platform, and I will catch you next time for another Next 72. Bye-bye.